Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and the late model Florida Racing Championship as we go racing here at Lucas Oil Raceway. So we're about to go qualifying. Let's see what we can put down on the track. Alright, did quite a bit of practice and did some rear end suspension work. Just couldn't quite get the car to handle the track quite right. So we were able to do a bunch of different tweaks on the rear end. And it seemed like the car was really gripping the track quite nicely, so I like that. And we also did some adjustments to our gearing once again, and seemed to be able to get back up the speed off the turn just a little bit quicker. So we'll see what this qualifying time is. There's 18:3:76 is the pole, so we'll see what we end up getting. I think we're going to get a 19 something or other. Yep, 19:6:86 there. So the drivers are able to do a pretty good, consistent run through here. We'll have to see how we run throughout the rest of the race. 18:3:76, that's pretty fast there. So there we go, 15th, so a little bit on the slow side once again, but still able to get the car to grip the track and not be so loose and about ready to spin out. Eddie Crawford once again getting the pole there, so that's going to really help his points stay if he's able to keep that position. Alright guys, if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. It helps out the channel a whole lot. Thanks, means a lot. Alrighty guys, so here we go racing at Lucas Oil Raceway. We got 50 laps to go tonight on this 7/10 mile of the track. Should be some Cletus and cars, Crown Vic racing going on here later on, so that'll be interesting. I think that's later on this weekend. Not in real life, but definitely some cool racing that they've been able to do there with the Crown Vic races for sure. But taking a look at what we got racing around us, we got Robbie Collins right there to our outside. Gonna try and get around him here. Gonna run him a bit wide there. Car comes out from under us. He's hanging pretty good there. There we go. Finally backs out of it, lets us get some space. We got Tommy Beatty up there, Chase Jones. We're going to try and work with these guys here and move our way up. So one thing that I can feel that I didn't feel during practice all qualifying, obviously the sun was out so the track was a bit warmer, but the rear end does feel like it doesn't quite have as much grip. Front end does. The rear end actually feels fine, so we're doing good with the right rear tire. That's gripping into the track quite nicely, but the front end seems like it's a little bit on the loose side, a little stuttery on entry into the turns. Doing some pretty consistent speed here. Got a bit of a faster gear going in and out of the turns, that way we're able to get maximum speed on the straights. 45 laps remaining here in the 50 lap shootout. We'll see if we get any cautions. Everybody's getting pretty spread out there. Pretty surprised by that, but that's how the field's running. Been running all this way this season so far. I think it's the Nashville Fairgrounds will be at the championship race. I think we've got some heavy hitters that are supposed to bring their cars, so that'll be interesting to see how the field works on that racetrack. But so far this season we've been doing pretty spread out, all things considered, with how the racing's been. Currently running in the top 10, right where we want to be. We haven't really moved forward any since the start, so track position kind of important in this track, as you can't really improve your position, it doesn't seem like it, as everyone else in front of us seems to have maintained their position and continues to kind of keep the space. I'm not sure if that's some dirty air on this track, as it's pretty fast. Definitely a lot flatter than you would expect it to be. So we're trying to get Tommy Beatty here. We also got Robbie Collins right behind us there, who's sticking pretty close to us at the moment. So if we can get past this 79, that would definitely be nice. Eddie Crawford there starting to hit some lap traffic. That's going to start slowing down his times as we finally get underneath Tommy Beatty here. Send it into the turn, and he's going to hold pretty tight on the outside there. There we go. Come up the track, block off his air, and we've got that position as we start seeing some lap traffic up here in front of us. So that's going to start messing with the field just a tad, as we're at 39 laps to go here at Lucas Oil Raceway in Indiana. And that's Eddie Crawford almost halfway around the track compared to what we're doing. And we chose the wrong line here. Try to go high around the lapped cars. The lapped car decided to come up. A little bit loose there. Get back underneath. And we sent him into the wall there. He ended up coming back across our nose. Amazingly, no caution for head-on into the wall incident. Kind of interesting. So now we got Robbie Collins back by us here, keeping Tom Beatty behind us for right now. Car's starting to get a little bit loose. Taking a look at our tire wear, we got definitely tires starting to heat up just a tad there. It's causing us to lose a little bit of grip, not too much though. Car seems to be running the bottom quite well still. See what we're running time-wise. Our best time so far is 19.604. So that's a pretty slow time, all things considered. So not quite sure what we can do differently to get more speed. Obviously worked on the setup some. Got the car to bite into the turn quite a bit on the rear end as that was really slipping and sliding out. And the car feels really good. So I mean, I'm not really sure what else we can do here. Guys at the shop have been putting a lot of work into these, obviously, and we're running top 10, so I mean they're doing a good job. It's just can't quite seem to get quite enough speed to move our way further up at the moment. As now we got Eddie Crawford basically matching us on the straights now. Yep, so as we leave the straight, he's entering the straight, so he's going to be on us here pretty soon, it seems like. Unless we end up getting a caution with 32 laps to go here. We just ran our fastest time. Yep, a 19.541. That's nice to see. Nice to see some faster times start populating into our board. That's a 19.748, so got slower. Not totally sure what lines are faster. Seems like the car handles really good on the bottom lane. Guess we could try running a little bit higher to some degree. Seems like we're catching him pretty good here at the 133. 19.608, so maybe running just a tad bit above the white line gives us a bit more speed. We'll test that out. See what that does. Play around with that for a bit. That's a 19.781, so didn't really gather any time on that one. Try it again here, try to be a little bit more just off the line, not too far above it. And that's going to be a 19.756, so that's running about the same time, so honestly not really gaining much speed-wise. That's really not working out for us here. Still in 9th position, so definitely a good day, but could definitely use to get a few more spots here. So this is a 19.807, catching traffic there, so interesting. I got Robbie Collins right here in the 5, gonna run up the track there. There you go, 19.881. So really, if we're not running that bottom line, we're really not gaining much of anything there. Had to let out on that last lap. Make sure we didn't hit anybody. So try to go below that yellow line, and there we go, 19.541. So kind of nosing down below that yellow line just a tad. Seems like that's getting us a little bit more speed. So we'll keep trying that, obviously. We're going to go run up the track there just a bit, as we missed that up just a bit. 19.684. So we got speed, just we can't quite, we don't have raw speed. We're going to have to make our own speed. Eddie Crawford right now, he's got the raw speed for sure. Able to get that done. As he's coming up pretty quick on us. We're going to have lap traffic here in front of us. We'll try and go below the yellow line there to get past. See if we can't cut off some time. That's a 19.649. So it's running below this yellow line. Is that actually going to save us time or not? We got clear traffic in front of us, so we can test it out. (16) 19.644. Not really saving us that much. But at least we're not running 19.8s. We'll run up the track here a bit. Yeah, so it's pretty persnickety on whether or not it's going to give us the time or not. We'll get around the lap traffic here. Eddie Crawford right behind us there. We have to go around Robbie Collins. We got Kevin Murphy way up there in 7th position, so I don't think we're going to be able to get to him. There we go, 19.666. Alright, checking out our tire wear there, you can see that heating up the tires pretty decently on the right side. Definitely wearing out that right front. We're putting a lot of work into it. We're really eating that thing up pretty good. That was a 19.631. So looking back at our best time at 19.541 versus our previous of 19.631 there. So that's about what we're running consistently, is a 19.6. So there we go, putting some distance between us and Robbie Collins, so that's good. That's what we need to do, but if we could, catching up to Kevin Murphy wouldn't be our worst idea. Going to use this lap car here. That's going to pinch Crawford there a bit. Keep him behind us, as he has got his team really putting together some good race cars here. They're putting some good setups in the car as well. And being able to really get this team to where they need to be winning. So they look pretty inconsistent the first few races. Make sure we're blocking him. But they've come alive here in the last 2 races, that is for sure. Definitely a good car under him. Alright, try and get underneath these guys and get past. 19.774. So we tried moving around the track, haven't really gotten much luck, all things considered. Yeah, 19.734, so we're not really moving up the track, moving down the track, okay, trying to cut the track. Hasn't really changed our times any that dramatically. If anything, they've kind of made us slower throughout. So we're not really gaining anything by trying to do that. Doing 19.7s at the moment. Let's run this bottom line here. Should get back to some 19.6s. Down to 133. Currently, we've stayed on the lead laps. That's nice. So we have 11 laps to go here at Lucas Oil Raceway. And we've actually been slowly cutting into the time of Kevin Murphy there. Slowly catching up to him, it seems like. But he's a pretty far distance up there, and I don't think we can catch him in 10 laps here. 19.553, so we did a good job on that top time. go in 19.46. So got a little bit more time around the bottom car heading up the track there. And no caution thrown. Make sure we stay in front of Eddie Crawford here. First incident that we've seen of a car hitting the wall, so seems to be happening pretty late on the run here as the tires wear. Let's see what that last lap time was. We had to slow up there for the wrecked car just a tad. Eddie Crawford's right there riding us, trying to get by. We had a really good lap time there again, so it seems like might have been able to cool off the tires perhaps. Not sure what we did, but the car definitely seems to be a little bit happier. We're running some pretty decent times compared to what we were doing. He's going to the top. We're going to continue to go low, obviously. We'll run him a little bit on the high side. There we go. Keep him pinched with the 25. That'll help us keep our position here. Yep, he gets stuck back there. So he'll have to make the pass and try getting past us again. Exactly what we want. And here he comes. We kind of lost the bottom there just a tad, so gotta make sure we get back down there. Keep that protected. So we could potentially, if Kevin Murphy gets stuck there behind some serious traffic, we might be able to catch him, but I kind of doubt it. There we go, getting past some more lap traffic there. And Eddie Crawford's getting stuck behind him. So 50 laps, his stuff's probably getting pretty worn out there. So look at our stuff, yeah, we're getting pretty worn as well. With 2 laps to go here at Lucas Oil Raceway. And we have put Eddie Crawford pretty far back there, so we should be pretty good. Do not go a lap down, as here we go, 1 lap to go. Presented by Combustion Gamer Gear. Get yourself some Florida Racing merch at the merch store. Links below. Alright, and so here we go, about to come across the line. Everybody's slowing up as Eddie Crawford able to cross the line, get the win here tonight. Definitely a dominating performance by him once again. Good for him. So there we go, looking at our top 10. We got Eddie Crawford in first, Harry Nelson in second, Brian Ramirez in third, Samantha Bell in fourth, Chase Jones in fifth, Ned Hill in sixth, Kevin Murphy seventh, us in eighth, Robbie Cottons in ninth, and Tommy Beatty there in 10th. Alrighty guys, so next up we are heading to Wisconsin for Slinger Speedway, the High Banks 1/4 mile, 75 laps of racing action. And so looking over at the point standings, there we are. We got Eddie Crawford has taken over the points lead with 452. We got Harry Nelson there in second with 448. Brian Ramirez in third with 444, and we have fallen to fourth currently at 441. We've got Samantha Bell, Chase Jones, Kevin Murphy, Ned Hill, and Robbie Collins there all below us. And so currently the people that we have to watch for basically are now kind of, with how the points are running, basically the top 7. Top 7 is kind of how we're separated, so that's really what we got to worry about as we head on to the next few races, as we're going to be heading to Desert View, Honeysuckle Grove, Walnut Creek, and of course Nashville Fairgrounds for the championship race. So that's what we got to look out for, is the top 7 currently in points, unless we get some new winners, which is possible, but not likely at the moment. So anyways, we'll be heading to the not the Slinger Nationals, but where the Slinger Nationals are held, Slinger Speedway in Wisconsin. That's next up on the schedule. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you guys here next time in the Super Late Model Championship with Florida Racing and the number 98 Harley EFI Super Late Model car. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.